I'm gonna use these two tools to revive my hair a little bit here. So we're gonna go ahead and just get right into it. Hi everybody, Katie here from Meet the Maskies, my little YouTube channel with my husband, and we still have a lot to learn and do and grow, and as things have been busy for us, but also with everything going on around us, we just haven't been able to get out much. So I apologize for lack of recent content, but I thought that today I would share another one of my hair tutorials because, well, apparently you guys really like seeing those. So I have dropped in the comments, or not in the comments, this is not Facebook, in the description, a link to my most popular video, which happens to be me testing out the Lange Le Duo hair straightener slash curling iron. So if you haven't seen that tutorial, watch it through the link in the comments. But today I'm going to be talking about how to take your workout hair to wow hair. I don't know. I really thought that sounded cute and catchy, so that's what we're going with. I did work out this morning, and I didn't feel like washing my hair. I'm trying to do this whole train your hair thing where I don't have to wash it every day. So my hair is still kind of getting used to that. So I didn't wash it after my workout. I jumped in the shower, but I didn't wash the hair. And I want to kind of revive it. It's looking a little like, there's a little bed head back here going on. It's like flicking out right here. It's kind of going crazy. So I'm going to show you how I can revamp my hair using two of my favorite tools. So yes, we are going to be using the Lange Le Duo, all right? And I love my little hair waver. So this is just a Conair. It was literally like $20 or $24 or something. I did do a tutorial when I first got this on how to use this. So you can check that out as well on my page here, my channel. But I'm going to use these two tools to revive my hair a little bit here. So we're going to go ahead and just get right into it. How I normally start is obviously with a brush. So I usually just brush my hair out, and I don't know about you guys, but right now my hair is super staticky all the time. I live in the Midwest and it's snowing and I have the heat on everywhere I go, in the car, at work, I got my little space heater on, all of that. So my hair is very staticky. So if you do need something to help with that, let me see if I can quickly find it. I do love the Lange Satin Nectar. So this is kind of it's called a nourishing gloss. And again, I am not an affiliate with Lange. I don't get any kickback. I don't know if I've said that yet, but I don't get any kind of kickback. I don't get, I'm not an ambassador or an influencer or any of that stuff. I just like creating this video content for this page because it's fun and I don't know, why not? So I just play with a bunch of different tools and products. And I happen to I got the little travel size. I've literally had this bottle forever. So it lasts a long time. You don't need very much, but it's just a little bit of a nourishing gloss is what they call it. So I put a little bit, like a little tiny, you can't even see that, like a little pea-size amount. And I just rub it through my hands here. And then I kind of just start with the ends because you don't want your roots to look greasy, but this also helps with the flyaways. It helps with that kind of static cling too, I've noticed. So I've been using it a lot for that. But yeah, so I start with that, I brushed it out, and now I'm going to use the two products, or the two tools I should say. I'm going to part my hair and just section it off. I do have, I know I always talk about this in my videos, but just so you know, there's not some weird thing going on. I did do, back in the day, I did the little shaved kind of, whatever you call that, undercut. And this is my grow out. It's been a process, all right? It's slowly coming back, but it was cute while it lasted. My hair was a little bit shorter, so I liked the little undercut, the kind of little shaved side was just a little sassy, you know. Now I'm growing it out and I'm trying to grow my hair out a little bit, and this is what I'm left with. So, all right, we're gonna start with the waver, and you can use any waver. If you have one at home already, use that, you know, whatever suits your fancy, really. I'm gonna use mine. So I'm gonna take these underneath layers here and just add a little bit of kink to them using the waver. So I don't hold it for very long, just to give it that little bit of body. And I like to do it on this underneath layers because this helps with volume. It really does help, you know, as the hair on top of it kind of sits on it, it helps with volume. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna speed up the video so that you're not extra bored, and I'm going to just do this under layer with the waver. Okay, so I've done that really quickly. Actually, let me pull a little bit more down here. I've done that really quickly because it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, you're revitalizing hair that, you know, you maybe just worked out or whatever the case is. You're just waking up and you want to kind of just give a little fresh style to your hair. So don't go crazy with feeling like you have to do every little bit, every little strand. Just grab a couple pieces, add the little bit of a wave to it. I'm gonna do one more layer here. And leave it at that, okay? So let me just finish this here. All right, so I did one little layer and it literally took me like a minute, okay? I know I sped up the video, but all right, so now let's add a little bit more hair. I usually like to do this in kind of like 3 layers. So I do the underneath and then the middle, and then I leave this stuff at the very, very top for last. So I'm going to just clip that. I just use a clip. I normally have one of those big, I don't know, more professional clips, and I can't find it, of course. So, all right, so now I've got this over top. So you can see I've added a little bit of volume here. Now I am gonna use my dry texture spray. I like the Sexy Hair Surfer Girl brand. I like the way that it smells. It smells really, really good. But I also like that it kind of acts like a little bit of a dry shampoo. So I just kind of lift that layer that I haven't done anything with yet and add that spray in right at the root, and then just kind of like work it in. You can see it already like, hello volume. Get back here. Don't need a ton of it. If you're like me, if you like add too much product, then it weighs your hair down and it just makes it look greasy and gross. So you can add dry shampoo too, if you happen to have that. I didn't because I don't have any. I'm out of it. And we have like a snowstorm going on right now, so I'm not really going out to buy anymore. Not that important. Especially when that dry texture spray kind of does a little bit of the similar things. So now here's the fun part. So you can kind of, this middle layer is where you can really interchange the 2 tools. So I'm going to leave this front part to the curling, and I'm just gonna take some of these back pieces here and add in a little bit of a wave to them. All right, so I'm using my waver. I usually just clamp it on. If you haven't seen my waver tutorial yet, it's just one of those pieces that you clamp your hair in, hold it for like 10 seconds, and then you just kind of move down the strand of hair. You don't need a ton of hair in there. I usually try to do a little bit smaller sections, but you can kind of play with what works for your hair and you know how big you want your sections to be. And I also try to keep this kind of on a low heat so that I'm not adding a ton of heat to my hair. And you probably should also use a heat protectant. That's the one thing I actually forgot to do right now, but I did have it on from before. But a heat protectant spray or something is always good to use, obviously, when you're putting heat to your hair. All right, so I just added in a few of those. Let me add one kind of in back here. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna switch tools. So I'm using the Lange Lay Duo, and if you didn't watch my tutorial on this, The link is in the description below. And I'm gonna take some of these front pieces and I'm just going to curl my hair away from my face and just keep moving as you're using this. That's why I love using a straightener to curl, is because it, unlike the waver, you don't hold it, you just pick up that hair and you move. You keep it moving and then it creates this really great curl. So I'm gonna do that more around the front of my face. So I'm gonna do that here too. Over on this side. And again, you curl away from your face when you're doing these pieces right up by your face. Just grabbing some of those pieces that I maybe haven't done anything with yet. It's kind of just super random. There's no right way or wrong way really to do this. Just adding that in there. I see this piece here I want to kind of do something with. Just adding that little bit of curl in, along with those waves. Okay, so you've got that there. You might want to take some of this underneath layer and just add a little curl to it. You can kind of just play with it and, ooh, let me go back. Play with it and, you know, just see what pieces need something done to them. Not every piece might even need something. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna take some, I always like to do my back of my hair kind of last so that I will check into it when I'm done kind of filming. I'll use my camera and look at the back of my hair and just kind of see what needs to be done there. All right, so you just kind of go all around. All right, so there's that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give it just a little bit of a spray, just to kind of set this underlayer here. Nothing crazy, all right? Because we want it to be kind of flexible where you're still able to move with it. So I'm gonna bring out this top layer now and start doing that. So now I normally part my hair on the other side. So I'm gonna leave my hair parted on the opposite side just because it helps kind of give a little bit of volume too. Now, here's where it's really fun. You can just interchange between the two. So if you like the more waved look, then use the waver for some of this top layer because this is mostly what's seen. But if you like the curled look and you want to kind of go with that more, then curl more of the pieces out on this side. So I'm gonna just kind of really honestly interchange between the two. There is no science to this. Just kind of having fun between the two and giving your hair a little bit of just a fun, different look. I try to really keep most of these curled pieces though around, like kind of framing my face. And then I like the wave just because it adds so much really good volume. That's what I love about the wave, is it really does. It adds a lot of volume to your hair, and it just, I don't know, it's just a fun little look. All right, now I'm gonna take this front piece here and I'm gonna use my curling iron or the Lay Duo. And again, you can do this with whatever tools that you have at home. If you only have a straightener, then use the straightener. If you only have a curling iron, then use your curling iron, okay? There's that. I'm gonna continue on with the curled look versus the waved look for these few pieces up here in the front. Okay, so I kind of just section it off to what you're comfortable with, size-wise, and just use that. I know when I grab too much hair, it just doesn't like to curl. There's that. Okay, now this is the piece that is kind of like what really, sets my part. So I'm gonna grab that and just add that curl, but kind of just do it a little bit not straight from the root. All right, so now I have another piece here that, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and wave that one. Why not? Hold the waver. couple seconds. That's really all that you need. It's just a couple of seconds there for each of those little waves. All right, there's that. Now, I want to kind of go back. Okay, look at that. Look how cute, right? Okay, so now I'm going to come back to this side. For whatever reason, for me, this side sometimes doesn't like to cooperate. So I'm going to just kind of re-hit these pieces. Okay, so that's really it. And then I kind of just, I'm gonna do the back. So I know I haven't really done much to the back, so I need to use my mirror and look at the back of my hair, but that's really it. And then I kind of just really play with it and get it to where I do like to do this little one tuck, but I get it to where I really kind of like it. And I do use a little bit of product then just to set it. But look how fun that is. I'm gonna show you a 360, picture at the end after I've kind of zhuzhed it a little bit and done the back, of course. But just get it to that point where, you like the way that it looks. But this is 2 tools, a quick, super easy look. And of course it would take me a lot less time too if I wasn't, kind of talking through it. I would just whip through it and it would take me maybe 10 minutes. Check that out. So now I'm like styled and I went from that workout hair to wow hair in just a few minutes by using these 2 products. So just for fun and just to give my hair style and take out the weird kinks from, having it in a ponytail or sleeping on it and all of that. So hopefully you enjoyed. If so, please subscribe and I promise I will try to come up with more tutorials for you as I play with my hair and play with new tools. So if there's something that you have been really curious about, drop it in the comments and let me know because I'd be happy to do a tutorial on it. Thanks for watching.